Oh my goodness! Welcome back to the King Can't Wait TV. Today has been so lit. This whole weekend has just been lit. But I am joined today with none other than Troy, aka Tag, T-A-G, from Chasing. Yo, we saw I don't want to fight. Please forgive me.
What's up, y'all? What you giving?
It's given a lot, Troy. You have been since your introduction season on season 3. I feel like we have grown to know you. I feel like you've been through so many ups and downs on this platform.
I have.
And we're definitely going to get into it all.
Come
on, Fresh
Let me tell you, I had to get ready because I was ready for Imani last week.
Yeah.
I had to get ready for some other things this week. And I said, okay, well, Cain want to do an interview too. Let's do it.
Period.
I'm already ready.
Period.
I'm ready.
So how did they go with you and Imani?
Imani, it was really, really good. Like, I think that was one of my favorite interviews that I've done so far. I also did this interview the other day with I don't know if you know this guy. His name is Willie. His name is Willie. Is it Willie Vanille on YouTube too? He has a show, but I did an interview with him, but he doesn't.
He got the long hair.
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was really, really good too.
Good.
Like, that was a really good interview. But Imani, like on her show, because I know a lot of people from the show will be watching that, so I wanted to like really explain like what happened. You know, some things that I had said, you know, why I said it, you know. I wanted to clear the air because I feel like a lot of people get on this platform and they don't really own their shit. And they're always trying to tell everybody else they need to own what they do, but they don't own what they do. So I think that in that moment, I wanted to show like, hey, I'm grown as hell. You know, I pay my own bills. I do all my shit for myself. So that's why I can tell y'all what happened and let y'all know, hey,
this is what it is, without any extras.
Without any extras.
Yes.
Period.
So we're definitely going to start at around the 5-minute mark.
Okay.
But Troy, I'm so happy that you're here. Welcome to the King Can't Wait TV.
Yes.
Hero. And I say this all the time. I'm like, on the show, you look so much shorter than what you really are.
I'm really tall.
You're a tall girl. How tall are you?
I'm about 6'1".
6'1".
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We love it, Troy. So, we're going to get into everything about your background, how you became a part of season 3, how you came back for season 4, everything about season 4, and pretty much just how you're feeling current day. Because you've been through a lot. You know, you popped the trunk.
I've been doing that.
Hashtag pop trunk gate. And
pop my mother.
Yeah, you popped your motherfucking trunk and you had the girls shook it.
Sure.
And we were gagging because we were like, I was expecting like a gun.
Like
Womack. You know. But Troy popped the trunk and put down his goddamn tripod for Talk About Tuesdays.
And what's in it don't have with my tripod. Because girl, now you don't do something my friend I don't want to fight.
Yeah. Troy, that was a lot.
It was a lot.
Definitely a lot to take in.
It was.
But me personally, what I want to let you know is just as a cute girl, because you're definitely handsome. You have to know that people think that, people feel that. Like, that's what you give. You give cuteness. I just didn't like to see you out there scrapping with that type of energy.
No,
you know?
I know. And I understand that, but like I said, sometimes, and like I said to Imani, I was like, sometimes, you know, cute people have to get ugly. Because some people will continue to, and not saying that she's a bully, but sometimes people will continue to egg at people and do things they feel like they could just continue to do it and get away with it.
And that's not what it is.
In that moment, it was about me. So like, and mind you, I don't think people are really watching the show and listening to what's being said, because I said in the scene where we were at my studio, viewing my studio, I said, if anybody come there with that rah-rah, no matter who it is, I said it could be you, Kendra, Wayne, whoever.
It's gonna be a problem.
It's gonna be a problem
because it's
I
about
said,
you.
Yeah, I said it about everybody. I said, and that was everybody was sitting. It was me all the way down there. I said it could be a you. I named everybody on the like.
Yeah.
Like so, regardless of what it was, y'all sat there and did that. So at that moment, that's why that happened. But I do take responsibility for it.
Exactly.
And however, like I told Imani, being honest, I wouldn't take it back, because at the end of the day, sometimes you have to show people that who you are. Like, this is not.
Period.
Like, you just have to show people who you are sometimes.
Yeah, because
like, you
people will try you.
They will.
And think that they can just continue. Oh, you have a Teflon bag.
Yeah.
Bring your Teflon bag into the camera. Let us see this Teflon bag. I love Teflon. Black designer.
Yeah.
Black everything. We love it, Troy.
Period.
I think it's absolutely perfectly splendid.
Bitches be like, I have a Birkin, me, I have a Teflon.
I have a Teflon, bitch.
Period.
I support black owned. Terrible.
Period.
So we're now at the 5-minute mark.
Okay.
So we're going to get into your interview. Thank you so much for coming, Troy.
problem. I'm glad to be here.
I think this is going to be great. I think this is going to be a key moment.
Yes.
So feel free to take you some Hennessy shots.
Okay.
You know, I definitely want you loose as a goose. Don't get me started. Yes. I love your all white jacket.
Thank
so,
you.
talk to us a little bit about your look today. I see you have a fresh manicured set.
Yeah, I'm fresh set, you know.
Bring it up to the camera.
You know, toes done, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But today, well, it's kind of, ugly outside.
Yeah, it's
I was
ugly, and it's
let me
Monday.
just put on my sweater. It's raining,
Yeah.
whatever. I got a cute pair of jeans, my fresh Forces. And then I just
Forces with no crease.
No crease.
Because the bitches love wearing them creased up Forces.
Period.
And I think it's late.
That'll be real.
I think it's late.
Yeah, very late. But I have on my little poncho jacket from Boohoo as well.
Yeah.
I love Boohoo. I feel like some people will shop on there and just get what everybody else see. I have to get my pieces together.
Period. So, Troy, your real name is Troy?
Definitely.
What's your last name?
Gaskins.
Gaskins?
Mm-hmm.
Gaskins?
Yes.
Okay,
Ooh,
so
wow.
I know spell, bitch.
Right.
Period. So, where is Troy from? Where is your hometown? Where were you born and raised?
I'm from
Period.
Lake City, Florida. It's like a real small town, like between Jacksonville, Florida, and Gainesville, Florida.
What's it called?
Lake City.
Lake City.
Mm-hmm. You have to drive through Columbia County, which is where I'm from, to get to anywhere in Florida.
So what was
It's
it
like
like growing up there in that? So it's not like Miami or like Orlando, so it's smaller.
Very small.
So what was it like growing up in small town Florida?
Growing up in small town Florida, it was really, I wouldn't say it was difficult, but it was like you had to really know that you wanted to do something, wanted to be something in order to really get out of there. So for me, I was like, hey, growing up, I knew, like, coming into myself, like, I knew that I liked guys. I knew I was attracted to guys. So, and I would hear, like, people, say things about homosexuals and call them faggots and stuff like that. And, of course, me on the inside, it's like, I know how I'm feeling, but I can't really express it because I hear what you guys say about it. So it's like, my ultimate goal, and like I said previously, my ultimate goal was really to just get out of there, go to school, and then when I got to school and got out and got 18, that I could fend for myself, and I could do what I wanted to do.
Okay.
But by the time, of course, around 2012, people started accepting gays more. We were starting to be able to be more open, more mainstream. So it just became a time where when I did come out, it wasn't as hard as I felt like it would have been back then.
Right.
So,
right.
Just growing up there, it was an uncomfortable space for me, but I wouldn't say I had a bad life. It was just that I felt like I wish that I could have been the person I am now back then, because I feel like I would be so much further.
Gotcha. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
So, small town Florida, it was just your mom, or did you have mom and dad?
Me and my mom and my dad.
Oh, so you come from a construction family.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So are your parents still together present day?
Yeah.
I love it. So your dad's last name is Gaskins.
Yes.
So it's the Gaskins.
The Gaskins family.
Okay, so how many siblings do you have?
I don't have any siblings.
You're the only child?
Yes. That's why I'm...
Troy! That makes so much sense.
It does?
Yeah, I mean, just watching you on the show, you're very spoiled. Yeah, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
So do your parents watch the show?
My mom watches the show. I think my dad watches the show here and there. I don't know if he watches it like consistently, but my mom is like tuned into the TV, period.
So you're the only child. How was that growing up? Was it boring? Was it lackluster?
No.
How was that?
I think, growing up as the only child, I had my cousins. So like me and my cousins were really close. So it's like I literally text with some of my cousins now. But we're like really, really close. I feel like they're like my brothers and my sisters.
Gotcha.
So like my little cousins are like my nephews and my nieces kind of thing. But however, it wasn't boring. Like I got what I wanted. I was like a little brat, but my mama still disciplined me. That's why I feel like I am how I am. Like I know how to say yes ma'am and no ma'am. I'm very respectful. Like I know I pride myself in being respectful to anybody. So that's why I feel like people should know how to respect others.
Gotcha.
So, but I feel like it taught me really how to learn how to be, I wouldn't say alone, but know how to really be in and out of those situations. Like, you know, I don't have to really be around people to feel okay because I've been by myself.
You could be alone and be just fine. Unlike some of your castmates.
Yes, they can.
Gotcha.
No tea.
So what is the tea with, how did you figure that out? Like, I'm alone and I'm just fine. Like, I don't need A, B, and C to solidify me. What is that about? Was that overnight? Is that just you, or how did that come?
That came from being in a relationship when I was in college, and when I was in that relationship, I felt like I had to be with this person all the time. But then when we broke up, and I actually got by myself and was single for like a good little while, it was just like, okay, like I can do this, like. Gotcha. I don't need nobody like to be in my space. Like and the thing about it, me and my best friends always live together. So it's just been like my friend in the house. My friend know when I feel like being bothered, you know, when I don't want to feel like being bothered.
So let me be.
Yeah, so let me be. Like, I don't really need the outside world. So that's why when a lot of people be like, oh, you want to go out? Or you want to do da-da-da? It's not that I don't want to go out. I don't want to be around people. It's just that my space is my space, and I be good in my space. So it's
gotcha. I don't need y'all.
I don't need no extra, because if I get around energy and people, somebody could say the wrong thing, and I'm triggered.
Well, we see that. We saw that.
Somebody could say the wrong thing, and I'm just like, oh, like, let me know.
Right. So, Troy, how old are you?
I'm 26.
Oh my God, you're a young girl.
Yeah, you know.
So, without any wrinkles.
Don't I look?
So, when is your birthday? Because we did just see that you just celebrated your birthday on the last episode. When is your actual birthday?
My birthday is July the 12th.
So you're a Cancer.
I'm a Cancer.
Oh, so you're crazy anyway.
Yeah, very.
And you're very emotional.
Very emotional. So let me tell you.
So you can own that.
I can own that because let me tell you, because I'm not gonna say too much, but however, when Kendra said in her last year in her confessional, when she was like, I got 14 personalities, I'm battling 30. Like Cancers we're psycho.
I feel that, and I resonate with that. A lot of times, I'm a Virgo. Virgos.
My best friend's a Virgo.
Debbie Marley,
yeah.
Baby Face. Yes, a lot of times we're compared to Cancers because we don't take no shit. We're very one way, and we're very analytical. We're gonna look at all of the situation. So I could definitely resonate with that. And we don't really need people.
We don't. No.
I can hear less about people. Yeah, totally. So on the show, Troy, you talked about falling out of love with fashion. Can you speak a little bit more about that? Like, what made you fall out of love with fashion and styling and wanting to do something different?
So when I say fall out of love with fashion, I wouldn't say like I feel completely out of love with fashion, but it's more so I fell out of love with styling. Like I feel like the climate was overly saturated. And it just made me feel like, okay, well, right now I have to do 10 times more. But it's not that I don't want to work hard, because I do work hard in everything I do. I put my all into anything that I do. So I just wanted to find something different. Like I was already, what can I say? Like I was already leaving fashion retail. I mean, you know,
BCBG.
I left BCBG.
You're done with them.
I'm done with them.
You moved on.
I moved on.
Because remember, when I first realized you worked there, I hit you up about a job.
Yeah, you hit me about
that was back in the day when I was first for the move here. Yeah. So that's dope.
Yeah, I'm done with BCBG. I moved on to doing something different, and I was just like, you know, well, I want to just switch a whole career path, like just all around. So when I thought about, you know, my degree and stuff like that, and I was just like being on Texting Atlanta like last season, like I see my personality, and then when I got to Reunion, it was just like, oh, bitch, you really popped your shit. Like you know how to pop your shit, but how can I do it? How can I do it? Yeah. So I said, okay, well, I'm gonna do a show, and when I got on live, I never forget. Oliver was my first little person that I did a live with.
On Instagram?
On Instagram, yeah. Okay. So I was doing Talk Live Tuesdays on live on my Instagram, and then after that, I was just like, after I did a few on Instagram live, and I was like, let me just do it different. Like I want to actually go into it and be like
serious about it.
Like I want it to be a show, because like I said, I see myself being a little in between, you know, Miss Wendy and a little bit of Jimmy Kimmel, but like give me on a nighttime show.
Yes. Nighttime is the tea.
Because I want my guests to still be able to do and say what they please, and you know,
be unfiltered.
You know, be unfiltered. Like be you.
Yes,
that's what I feel like I want my show to be about. Just completely be you. I'm gonna sit there and be cute, but be you.
Nice. So what college did you go to?
I went to Florida A&M University.
You went to FAMU?
Yes.
Troy, I didn't know that. So hold on, because let me give you some tea. I was originally supposed to go to FAMU fresh out of high school.
Really?
But I had got, because bitch, I probably would have met you back in the day.
You got over yeah.
But the tea is, I didn't have a scholarship for FAMU. I had a scholarship for a different university.
Okay.
So I ended up going there. But what can you say that attracted you to FAMU, and just what was your overall experience? Because I know the boys were on fleek at FAMU.
Listen.
What was that team?
Let me tell you. So, okay. Now, I actually got accepted into 3 schools. I got accepted into FAMU, FSU, and then I got accepted into Howard.
Okay.
But
Howard University? In DC?
In DC, yeah.
Okay.
So I ended up, I did not want to go to Howard because it was too far and I'm the only child and I was like, I didn't know anybody in the surrounding area.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go to FSU because I wanted to go to a HBCU. So that left me to FAMU, and then on top of that, my cousin graduated from FAMU and he worked at FAMU during the time that I was getting ready to go.
Gotcha.
So I was
older cousin.
Yeah, older cousin. So I was like, okay, let me see what this school is about. So what I went in, did like my little spring preview or whatever.
Come on, spring preview.
Yeah, listen. I was everything like this. I was all in.
Yeah, period. The campus tour, and this and that, all of that.
We gotta go.
Yeah.
So I went and did all that good stuff, and I chose the school, and it was a different experience for me because I felt like going there and being the only child, like it really taught me how to be a go-getter. Like that, I feel like FAMU teaches you how to it gets you your degree, but in the midst of everybody leave out of there want to be an entrepreneur because it's like our teachers teach us like you can work for the man, but still try to
do your own
thing.
Yes.
Like, and I had a professor, and I would literally go to her office like almost all the time, and we'll talk about like what I wanted to do, and like she helped me develop. That's where I came up with styling because when I was at FAMU, I used to style Miss FAMU's.
I saw that all on your stories when you first came onto the platform. You know, I follow you and everything, and I did see that you styled Miss FAMU and all of that. So that's where you found your fashion.
And
your fashion love.
Yeah, and I was doing my PR, like in my PR classes, I would do my articles and stuff on fashion. So like it's like I'm not shy to the fashion world. Like it's not that I don't love fashion because I still am in love with it. Like still want to do things in it, but I just feel like right now styling is not what's for me.
I definitely feel like even in Atlanta, it's definitely an oversaturated market. So I definitely think it is smart to be a man of many talents and to go out there and do different things. You have your Talk Live Tuesday. You could do this. You could do that. You can come up with a seasoning if you want.
If I wanted to.
You know, you can fight bitches if you want. You know, you can do whatever it is that you want to do. So I think that's beautiful, Troy. So did you finish and graduate from FAMU?
I did. I graduated from FAMU in 2017.
Oh, and, you're just a baby.
I was just a baby. I just graduated in 2017.
You're so young and cute, Troy. So is your dad handsome? Like, where do you get your looks from?
I'm a mixture of my mom and my dad, but my dad like is really my face. My mom is my skin tone because my daddy is like yellow.
Oh, your dad yellow bone?
Like you don't see my undertone?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah,
you have like drink your jackbone right here. So what's your daddy's name?
My dad's name is Troy.
Yes. Oh, Troy Gaskin Senior. Baby, we're here for Troy Gaskin Senior. I don't know about Junior, but I'm here for the senior. Okay. Beautiful. And what's your mom's name?
My mom's name is Sarah.
Sarah and Troy.
Yes.
Oh, and you're close to them.
Yes, very white. Very sound like a white family.
Very whitewashed.
But very
bad. Oh, we can see because bitch, I remember you saying I'm from Florida.
Like,
don't play with the world.
But my daddy has always taught me like no matter who you are, even when I came out, he was like, just never let nobody bitch you. Like, never let nobody
regardless.
You. Like, regardless. Like, that's just how I've always been brought up. Like, my uncle is a boxer. And it's just so crazy that, because my cousin posted my baby cousin with her boxing gloves on that he bought her.
Yeah.
His little daughter.
Yeah.
She, like, maybe like 10 months. She was like pro boxing and making. She was like, and if you know, you know. Like, he used to have us outside fighting our cousins. Like,
so he don't play that shit. You gonna get out there and you gonna get out there and
knuckle you butt. So put your boxing gloves on and y'all go toe to toe.
Yes, I love that. So that's your daddy's brother?
My daddy's brother. Very country life.
Yes. So
country life.
Is all of your family from Florida?
All of my family's from Florida.
Nice. So you mentioned on the show that you've been back and forth to Houston. What are you going to Houston for?
I was going to Houston. Me and my friends were just out partying.
Having a good time? Did you like Houston?
I did like Houston.
So you also visited Dallas, right?
I did.
So what's your take on Dallas? What's your take on Dallas?
I actually like Dallas. I think Dallas was more so a business area. Like if you are trying to be like in corporate world, like you can, but you can just tell by the environment. Like even the restaurants you go to is very, you know, Atlanta. You go to a restaurant, you can walk in and still feel like you finna turn up, you have a good time. You know, they're like you said, whitewash. Very much, I'm here, like, you know, tall glass, sippy sip, you know.
Period.
Yeah, period.
Yes. So did you enjoy the Dallas scene? Did you see any of the Dallas girls?
I didn't get to go to the club. I don't know what club it's called that's out on Sundays.
OT Tavern?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
OT's cute.
Yeah, I wasn't able to go because I was gonna go with Howard, and he reached out to me. Well, I hit him up on Facebook. I was like, I'm in town, and was you there at the time? I think he had moved to. You had already moved to Atlanta.
When did you go?
August.
Yeah, I was already here.
Yeah. So I had, but I was gonna go, you know, hang out, but it started raining. I didn't know Dallas gets spurts.
Dallas gets very spurts of rain. It's very tired and through.
It rained really hard. So I was like, okay, bitch, I'm out of it.
So who were you in Dallas with? You were out there with Diva and Marley?
No, I was on myself.
Oh.
I literally flew to Dallas by myself, got me a rental car, and like drove.
Did your thing?
I did my thing. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I had breakfast by myself. I seen some friends there, like that I went to school with that live in Dallas. But other than that, like I really was like by myself, just chilling.
Nice. So I definitely want to get into a little bit more. So you're actually tall, Troy. We talked about this earlier, but I don't think people notice how tall you are because on the episodes you look very much minimal.
Because I'm so linky.
Yeah, you're linky and lanky, but you're 6'1".
I'm 6'1".
And you're tall.
Very tall.
We live for it. Only child, all of that. So I do want to talk about on season 3, before we get into season 4, there was like a little lingerie party or a lack thereof that some of your former castmates hosted. And I just want to know, is the tea true? Is it relevant when the streets say Troy has a big cock? Is it true or is it not? Let us know, Troy. Is Troy packing or is Troy chilling?
Oh, I hope my child. It's the tea. It's the true tea.
It's the truth. Well, you hope you're what? Are you in a relationship?
I'm not in a relationship.
Are you in a situation?
Situationship.
Okay, gotcha. Because we're going to get into that.
I wouldn't say situationship. I'm talking.
Vibing.
Yeah, vibing.
Yeah.
Well,
I watch your stories.
I like that.
Vibing, yeah. I watch your stories. You know, you definitely post your Nikki quotes here and there. So I definitely know there's someone in the mix, but we don't know who that someone is, right?
I don't clear rooms out who I'm fucking with.
Beautiful. So Troy, talk to us a little bit about because you were on season 3, you're back for season 4. You were a friend of the show season 3, correct?
Yeah.
So talk to us a little bit about what made you come back for season 4 and that whole audition, getting casted process.
Okay. So season 3 for me, I knew Montel from Instagram because I used to watch the show, and so I used to talk to Montel on Instagram a lot. And when I went out one night and I seen him and I was like, oh, like let me go speak whatever, and I introduced myself and he was like, you know the show doing auditions, da 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 da. He was like, I think you'd be good for the show, and I was like, you think so? Da, da, da. He was like, yeah, you know, you styling, whatever. He was like, I'm a stylist, so we can like link up on the show, whatever. And I was like, okay, cool.
I think Montel is a real bitch.
Yeah, he is.
Are you and Montel still cool?
I haven't really talked to him since, like, I'm gonna say like maybe a few months after the season last year, but I mean, I don't have an issue with Montel.
Yeah, so when you see him, you'll still speak and all this.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I definitely think he's a sweet guy, a real bitch.
And so he, so I had applied to the show, whatever. I did my interview, and yeah, they picked me and chose me to be on the show. Now, last season, I can say, and I'm gonna say this: I'm a really shy person. I'm a really shy person. So,
I don't get that.
You don't get that.
No.
A lot of people say they don't get that, but like if I just meet you for the first time, like we've had interactions on Instagram, like we talk on Instagram.
Yeah.
So like I said, it's a vibe. Like I feel like when I see you, it's like, oh, what's up? You know, da 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 da. I ain't gotta be shy. But I feel like if that's somebody that I don't know and I'm just first meeting for the first time, it's like I can't really be comfortable with you. Like I don't know. You can even see in my first scene when I met Q for the first time. That was literally my first time ever seeing Q. And so it was just like I was able to talk to Montel, but you know, like I was still shy. I was talking low, like, and my voice is already soft. So it's like I was really, I'm really laid back because I don't really like to give everybody all of me at one time.
Okay,
because you can't. I feel like you can't really open up yourself to everybody a whole 100% because you just never know people's 100% intentions.
Gotcha.
So that's just why I feel like the first season I wasn't really all about, all of that.
Yeah.
But season
Life
4, life
you're
is
here
good.
and you're turning
Let
shit
me
out.
tell you, I wasn't supposed to come back to season 4.
I want to talk a little bit about that. Let me
Yeah.
ask you this. So what is your take when people say, oh, Troy's was boring on season 3, this and third? What is your take on that? Like, does that annoy you? Does that get to you?
No,
like, what is the take?
Because what a lot of people understood, like people, you may have seen a lot of fans say that, or a lot of supporters say that. I don't like to say fans, but a lot of supporters say that. But a lot of people were in my DMs and a lot of people were in comments too say, we understand that you're being your authentic self. Like, you don't have to get on here and put
And
a
do
show
too
on
much.
and do too much because it's not necessary. Like, you really being you. So I felt that even if I still would have came back to season 4, I feel like the reason that I wasn't supposed to come back to season 4 was because something about the reunion. So when the reunion happened,
all that happened, fighting and going crazy.
I wasn't fighting. That's how I didn't.
You were getting ready to fight.
I was getting ready to fight. But however, we weren't. I wasn't supposed to come back. Because that and Daria had. It was a lot going on with the set and like that, and he had really worked hard. And so,
do you feel like you disrespected the set at the reunion?
I feel like at that time I didn't feel like I did, but then after going back and looking on it, it was like because
in hindsight,
but it's like at the end of the day.
You were put
in the same event, I didn't start it. So it's just like you got ready to hit my friend. So like now I'm defending my friend.
A female,
a real woman.
Let's talk about a real girl, your friend. What's her name? What's her Instagram? Because bitch was cute with her ponytail.
Her name is Bella.
Who is that?
Her name is Daisha, but her Instagram name is Bella_Dond with a D, D-O-N-D. And she's like
cute.
she's that girl.
She's that. Is that your makeup artist?
Yes, she's my makeup artist too.
So she did your makeup for your confessionals this season as well?
Not for my confessionals because she still works too. So like
okay, it's just the time.
Yeah, my confession. But this weekend she was gonna do it, but she actually was in Orlando.
Oh, is she from Florida?
She's from Florida too. She's from Miami.
Gotcha. So how long have you known her?
We're Florida girl.
Fellow girl. GWARLN.
Real Florida girl.
Yeah. So she stood up and she just had her opinion, and then Laura's ex tried to throw a chair at her. So that's when you went ham.
It was a vase at first, and then he grabbed the chair and pumped it like that.
At the woman, the female, the real fish.
The real fish.
So that's when you, as a man, stood up like, hey, you're not going to attack real fish.
I don't care, and that's why when we get to talking about Kendra too, that's why we didn't try to really go that ham on her. More so it was towards Wayne because clearly he, whatever. But it was just like anybody that I view you as a woman, even my trans sisters, I view them as a woman.
Exactly.
So I wouldn't let anyone disrespect you.
Yes.
I'm not gonna let anybody disrespect you. So
Period.
even my friend, he used to wear makeup when he was in high school. I mean, not high school, but in college. We can go out, boys, just staring at him like me. Attitude, real quick. What you staring at him for? Because at the end of the day, that's not respectful. That's very disrespectful to me. So you're gonna respect people that I'm around. So especially women. So you're not and you being a grown man and her being a grown lady and you act like you finna throw a chair at her, that's a no for me.
I respect that.
That's a no for me.
So that's what turned you up.
That's what turned me up.
So when it comes to Troy, when people say Troy is what is your title? What is your in the business world? What would you like for people to say that Troy is a
boss?
BOSS.
Period.
In all that you do.
And all that I do. And the reason I say that because anything that I start is mine. My job that I have is mine because I'm the store manager. So I write the schedules. I tell them when I go to work. I have a boss too, but I'm technically the boss of my store. So at the end of the day, and because everybody like to say they're a boss and not to claim that title, but I really am doing boss shit.
Doing boss things.
Period.
Yes, God, honey.
And that's on period.
And we love it. So talk to us a little bit about what made you even want to come back for season 4.
Well, I initially never want to come back. It was, like I said, everything happened. Most people had got letters saying that they weren't coming back.
Oh.
Including me.
Oh.
Yeah. Because
you showed that at the reunion?
Yes.
My God, no.
But that was the third reunion and he had not had a successful reunion yet. And so
I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate the fact that they haven't been able to get through a full reunion, period.
Yeah.
But it wasn't all your fault.
Yeah,
if Trey wouldn't have stood up being aggressive towards Fish, it wouldn't have went left.
That wouldn't have went left. But, however, but then we all made the fences or whatever, and, I was asked to come back,
Mm-hmm.
and when I accepted to come back, I really was in the sense like before we even started filming, I was like, okay, I know what my story gonna be. I know like what I'm going in here for, and I know how I'm gonna do it.
Exactly.
And
you have to know those three things.
You have to know those 3 things.
That is so true.
Immediately.
I love that you just said that because I feel like so many times people get on these platforms and they don't really know what's my story, what I want to tell.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get on these platforms, you need to know what it is that I want to showcase.
And I feel like last season I wasn't able to do that only because, it was a lot running around like in the inner circle.
Mm-hmm.
But however, this season I felt like with production that we have now, we were able to really get things done and really to be able to tell our stories and show our stories. And I feel like this season, although people may be like, oh, he was being messy, I wasn't being messy. Let me tell you, I rode that 50-yard line
as long as
I could because
I've been there.
Let me tell you something. And even if you watch the season, I did not pick a side. I never went back and told Oliver some messy shit or told Kendra some messy shit. I said what had been said and what y'all were trying to figure out.
And what was the problem?
What the problem was. I never tried to be, be messy. But however, I feel like coming into this season, I knew that I was going to try to fix that issue. I knew I had to eventually talk to Lauren. And I also knew that, I wanted to do more events and stuff this season. So that's why I came in with the Christmas party.
We're going to talk about you hosting all of the group events because we appreciate it.
Yeah.
But I want to know, can you let my CAINIACs know where we can follow you and find you on social media?
Hi, CAINIACs. You can follow me at Touched by Tag on Instagram. You can follow me at Tag Did It on Twitter, and you can follow me on Facebook at Troy Gaskins Jr.
I
don't come to my Facebook with that ratchet stuff because
family and friends are
on there.
Period.
And I will block you quick.
I actually just followed you on Twitter.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew it was me because it's a freak Twitter. But I shared your video and I was like, Troy fine. That was me. Did you think that was me?
I did.
Okay, yeah. So I don't have a regular Twitter, but I definitely followed you on freak Twitter because if you got a Twitter, I'm going to follow you regardless.
Period.
Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm very open. I'm very forthcoming.
Period.
With who I am.
Right.
And I feel like you respect that. So I was like, let me follow Troy from my Twitter.
Yeah, listen, I don't judge anybody what they do, baby. Get your money, honey.
Yeah, so is your dick big? Yes or no?
It is.
Yes, so Troy has confirmed those questions, comments, and concerns. He's definitely packing, and we're here for it. We're gagging. So, Troy, you sleep. Troy, take your last shot, bitch. Take your last shot because we're 30 minutes in. So this next 30 minutes,
I'm gagging, you guys.
We're going to be confirming, we're going to be talking about your season 4 stint. So, is there anyone who isn't on season 4 that was on season 1, 2, or 3 that you wish would have been around this season, that you wish really been around these girls, that, either you feel like they would have brought something or whatever the case is? Is there anyone that you wish was around?
Devon.
Why?
Because, let me tell you something. One thing about a Florida bitch to another Florida bitch and a real Florida bitch, I don't care what nobody say. Anybody can talk about, say he fight, he do whatever. But let me tell you something. That's one bitch that will pull a hoe card, and I know a hoe ain't gonna say nothing back to them. Because bitch, they know he crazy. They know he gonna get up. So I just wish he was there to like really shut a lot of shit down and shut a lot of bitches up. Because a lot of bitches wouldn't even want to be filming if he was
around him.
Yeah, if he's there.
I agree. So
and Gardini.
Gardini, definitely.
I wish Gardini would just come back, like,
and say something.
Like, bitch, do you think you be on the screen and say, boo, bitch?
Yeah.
And walk away.
Oh, boom. Boom. In your voice.
And walk away.
So do you think that, do you feel like Travis is trying to be like a Gardini type of character, or do you feel like they're two different entities? Ooh.
Well, I seen a post that said the only big and tall section is... Child, that ain't got nothing to do with me. But I personally think that no, like there's no replacing Gardini. Like you can't come on you can't come on. I wouldn't care if you was 750 or 250 in the stomach. You can't replace Gardini, period. Like
there's no replacement.
Gardini is that one.
Yes.
Period. Like the biggest tall stations all across the world, baby. When you watch that in Atlanta, baby girl, you're not gonna go back to season 4 and saying, let me go back to see where Travis at. Like, bitches are still asking in the comments,
where's Gardini? Oh. Let me ask you this. So before coming on board to season 3 and 4, you obviously watched the show, I'm sure.
I do.
What inspired you to, hey, that's something I want to do. That's something I want to be a part of.
Well, I always saw it as, of course I saw the mess in the show, whatever case may have you, but I always want to come in and try to be some type of piece to the show.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what I saw myself coming in doing, and also trying to put my business out there because I knew what I wanted to do when I came to Atlanta, and of course styling was a thing at the time. But I feel like once I got here and I got around these other creatives, that I was able to really come into myself and figure out what I want to do. But seeing the show and viewing the show previous seasons, it was like, okay, like this is reality TV for, and Chasing Reality at the time was the only gay YouTube show that I had known about. True tea. So I was watching it, and then my friends was watching it too. So I was like, okay, well, we watched Chasing Atlanta, whatever. And I was just like, when I moved to Atlanta, I was gonna audition, but just so happened, I just feel like everything happens for a reason, and I met my tail.
Yes.
But it just made me want to be on the show because I wanted to be on here and just show my brand. I always thought like I could be on reality TV. I just didn't know how hard it was.
It's definitely hard
being in front of that camera.
Yeah.
But I'm used to it now.
Yeah, you have to be used to it. You have to get acclimated to the situation. And I feel like season 3 we weren't introduced to you, but I feel like season 4 we're getting to know more about you. What I want to see from you personally is more of a personal side. What makes Troy sad? What makes Troy mad? What is Troy going through that's going to separate him from these other bitches? You know, we see that you have Talk Tuesdays, and we're definitely going to get into that. But what would you say sets you apart from these other bitches that you've seen on the Chasing Reality platform?
What sets me apart, I think that I'm actually 100% authentic. Like, I don't think that a lot of these girls on this show really know what being authentic is. They think because they have this and they have that and they are, at a certain status that because they flaunt so much stuff that makes them real and that makes them a boss and that makes them know. To me, in order for you to be authentic, you have to be able to show who you really are and what you're really doing. I've never shied away from saying that I had to work a job to get to where I am.
I hate when bitches act like they don't work a 9 to 5.
Like I hate the fact that people are always throwing throwing up what they do to people or trying to make them feel smaller than they are. It's like, I feel like for me, I came on this platform really to show like this is me. I'm not hiding it from anybody, and especially this season, it's like I can't, hold back from what I do. So I just wanted people to really, see, like, people can really be authentic on TV. You don't have to fake and fly and try to act like this over exaggerated person for people to like you, because then eventually people are going to start pulling your card. People are going to start seeing you for who you really are, and they're going to know that that's really not you. And because the real person in people eventually comes out when they start doing fuck ass shit. Like, sorry for my language, but that's just what it is. So I want people to see, like, regardless if you like me, if you don't like me for saying I'm messy, or if you like me for me doing what I do, that's fine. But at the end of the day, it's me, and I'm going to always be 100% me. And so this year, I'm glad that I am actually showing that, because
show who you are.
You have to be authentic. And so many people tell me that, like, we like you because you're authentic. These other girls they see through it. Yes. And a lot of this, and they may be getting fed under their comments, and they may be getting fed in the comments on the show, whatever it may be. But baby girl, it's people that's really out here that really see through the shit that y'all do, and it's not real. Like, this is my real life. What y'all putting on is a facade, because half of y'all girls ain't happy. Real tea. Yeah,
the girl. What I realized since I moved into Atlanta, a lot of the girls are honestly insecure. And it just takes a strong bitch to know who they are and who they are not. So you just pulled out some lip chap out of your Teflon bag. Can you show us your Teflon bag one more time?
Oh my!
Troy has a Teflon bag. Every time I get on Teflon.com when he's releasing a bag, they're already sold out. So the fact that you already got one, bitch, I'm gagging. Oh, you have 2.
I'm trying to build a wall. I'm trying to be breaking wall. I need to build a Teflon wall here.
Period. Go ahead and show us your nice, freshly manicured set, Troy. I think that's very clean and very classy. I love when a man has a fresh, manicured hand.
And see, I ain't do too much. You know, I just got me a little cross.
You got your nice little cross here and there. Very classy, very professional. And we're here for it.
We're here for it. Oh my God. First of all, y'all, shout out to my boo, Dominique. I don't even know if he out there, but that's my friend, and I love him to death. So shout out to my boo. Follow him
We
on
love
Instagram
you,
at Nick_so_bossy. That's about sad speech.
Nick is a real bitch. He is a real bitch. And we're definitely going to get into season 4 right now. So what is your overall take over the season? How do you feel about how it's been portrayed overall currently?
A gag.
A gag?
It's a gag. Let me tell you, this is probably the most iconic. And no shade to any of the other brands, any of the other shows. This is the most iconic season
of Chasing Atlanta.
Of Chasing Atlanta, period.
All right.
And we're not even done.
Period. No, you know when I saw you.
We're not even done, baby.
You know when I first met you at Travis's birthday party at the apartment when he was shaming you for having an event at an apartment.
Well, you'll stay tuned.
We'll talk about that later. I definitely loved your energy and all of that. But what I want to go through, there's 10 different topics that I want to cover with you. Okay, it's kind of like questions, but I want you to cover them. So I have 10 and I've labeled them. So the first thing I want to talk about is the burning of the contracts. We see you and Kendra, y'all definitely have like a cute little situation going on. Can you talk to us a little bit about that scene when you guys burnt the contracts?
That was probably the funniest thing. Let me tell you. So when I got to the studio, we were actually just talking, having a conversation. But she was like, and I brought up. Did I bring up the contracts or either way, the contracts got brought up. And so once we started talking about the contracts, she was like, well, bitch, I got the contracts right here. And bitch, I want to burn the contracts. So I was like, well, girl, let's do it. I was like, I won't burn Oliver contract because, girl, I'm cool with Oliver. That's my friend, whatever. But, girl, give me Lauren contract. I'll burn that bitch right on the fuck up.
And like, I'm going to
throw that bitch in the fire like I'm going to throw her in the fire. Kind of thing. Like, no shade, Lauren, girl.
So, what is your relationship with Kendra and Wayne pre-fight? How would you say y'all relationship was?
Well, my relationship,
because it seemed like it was a key.
Yeah, it was a key. Well, but if you notice, like my thing was more so towards Kendra because me and Kendra, I'm not gonna say are. I'll let y'all have to see.
Keep
watching. But when me and Kendra were friends, it was really good. Like she would call, she would reach out. I invited her to my stuff. Verbatim, and she. She would invite you to her stuff? Yeah, she'd invite me to her stuff as well. And so I was just like, I think it was really, really good. Like when we were around each other, it was good vibes. I wouldn't say me and Wayne really had conversations like that because the only reason you talk to Wayne because you talk to Kendra. Because you have to Go ahead. You have to call Wayne to get to Kendra because Kendra has literally through her manager. So anytime you call Kendra, I'm gonna give you your.
So Wayne is always involved.
Yeah,
no, I need Kendra one-on-one.
Every time on a three-way, every time on the phone, it's a three-way call.
Even just as a Judy, bitch, I'm just gonna check on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a little weird. So I want to talk about Christmas party gate. First of all, Troy, real shit, just bitch to bitch. I appreciate. Oh shit! Troy has banged the gavel. Okay, Purapoo. What I want to know is Christmas gate. I thank you so much, Troy, for continuously trying to have these group moments and group settings where you're trying to bring the girls together. But what is your overall take on your Christmas party? What are your opinions on that whole entire situation?
So honestly, the Christmas party was actually good. I actually enjoyed the Christmas party because even after they left, we still partied. So
that's what Dominique said.
Yeah. So the Christmas party was still very much sickening. But however, I did want them to have a conversation. But like I said, of course, everybody throws their diggers and their daggers, and have you. So when things are being done like that, of course, it's going to become an issue. So I just think that things always can be handled in a different light or a different way. But right now the girls are really not seeing eye to eye. They went into space, so it happened, whatever. But to me, the Christmas party, honestly, the most gagful thing was Travis coming, and because I didn't know who Travis was, and so.
And what else?
I didn't know who Travis was, and so when he came in,
Because he tried to roast you for having an event at your apartment. But the gag was, girl, I didn't even know you were invited. I didn't even know who you were.
I didn't know who you were.
So I thought that was the key because you're trying to shade me, but who are you? Hashtag what?
Why are you here?
Troy said it, I didn't. I just asked the questions. So you were really gagging, like, who was this girl?
Yeah, no, I was really gagged, but I think that if he was coming to somewhere that he didn't know what it was, you could have at least waited till you got in there to see. Because my decorations was cute, the setup was cute. I had little fake snowflakes on the ground.
Yeah, but the girls had a good time.
Like, you know, we played Family Feud. Y'all was fed. Y'all had drinks. Y'all had all.
They said you had chicken and kush. Bitch, you know this is my type of party. Period. Chicken. And I need the kush first, and then I need my edibles after, and my chicken.
And a little tricky drink.
And a little tricky drink. Something light, nothing too major. So it was all good.
It was all good.
I love it.
It was a really good thing. Of course, like I said, you know, it's, anytime you go somewhere and it's the whole group, it's gonna be some type of issue. But guess what? At the end of the day, I had fun.
Period. So we move on after Christmas gate, Christmas party gate.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, you need y'all go to the studio with Rico. He's dropping beats in the studio. We're having a great time. And you're there. You're just letting Kendra know, hey, I'm having an event. Oliver's helping me planning it. Where was your mind at in that moment? Like, were you and Oliver like friends? Like, where was you at in that moment?
Me and Oliver were still cool at that time because I think me and Oliver, we had just been on the phone like talking about like how we were gonna plan, you know, these events. Because at first it was supposed to be
track and field,
a track and field day, and then we were gonna have a part like a little dinner at a house.
I was gonna come to that track and field.
Yeah, like we were gonna do that, but then eventually, you know, everything kept escalating. So I was like, okay, let's just have a dinner. Nothing that we got to do physical, nothing that we got whatever. Let's just do something where we all can be cute, sit down, and possibly we could just have a conversation. But what was it? I forgot. I lost the thought of the question because I was going to go into
basically, how do you feel about planning that event up to that event?
So, but no, let's see, when we were at the studio, I was trying to tell her, you know, hey girl, you know, that's what it is. But I think that she was still so stuck on that her and Oliver had an issue that she couldn't see past, okay, this is not about Oliver. Like, yeah, Oliver's planning it, helping me plan it, but we were really trying to get the group together. And so
did that annoy you in that moment? Like, bitch, I'm sitting here trying to have a conversation with you. You're being nasty. You're being rude. I'm not Oliver.
Right.
I'm still your friend, Troy. Did that offend you? Did that make you feel some type of way?
That's why I wanted to talk to Dominique, because I really was like over it in that moment, because I feel like, you know, we can have a conversation and not be all that. Especially with me being your friend, like I'm really here. And then mind you, we was fresh out of COVID. Like nobody had seen each other. We were like in our scenes, like that shit was like real life, real like,
shit.
We really had just got fresh out of like able to really go back outside. It was
like July, August.
Yeah, like no, this was like maybe June.
Oh wow.
This was like maybe June, maybe I'm gonna say May, June, because that's when we maybe started back filming. We had been in the house from fucking March until May. So we come in here trying to do something, you know, we at the studio with Rico, you know, we trying to sit here and talk about something positive and try to get everything together, but it's just like, we can't bring up Oliver's name and it doesn't trigger you.
And I think that's childish.
Yeah. I don't think that.
So in that scene when she's taking the shots and she's counting, were you like, girl, or was you like, okay, I feel you?
I was like, girl. Like, but you can see, like, and even in my confession, I said, like, you can see that on my face, I'm annoyed. Like, I was already annoyed because just like,
okay.
Like, can we get past the point? Like, can we get to the, like, let's just get over it. Like, let's be able to move past it. Like, I'm not saying y'all have to be Julie's best friend, but get to the root of the issue. We all can get to the root of the issue and tell you that you have been getting false information, one. But also get to the root of the issue and be able to talk about it and then be able to move forward. Like, it's like you want to hold on to the grudge, and I'm not sure if it was just for the cameras or for you know, whatever like that. That's what you have to hold on to for the story. But you have so much more, Kendra. Like, she has so much more to give
than that. So when Rico came outside, when you and Dominique were having that conversation, and he's like, "Hey, let's stop talking about Troy and Oliver. Let's stop trying to bring them around." Did you understand where Rico was coming from? Because I agree with that. Like, who gives a fuck? Stop trying to make them talk. They don't want to talk. Who cares?
I agree to a certain extent, but like I said, I think that for me, y'all haven't been in the same space.
Well, I love when you said that on the show too.
Yeah.
You were like, y'all haven't been around the group.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, but this is this.
Like, this is this. Like, y'all haven't been in the same space. Like, even my shit with Lauren, like, even though me and Lauren shit was never really that serious, it was just like, even then, like, I was ready for it to be over with. Like, I don't want the girls to think that we're dragging out issues for a storyline. Like, no, that's why I want the shit to be over with so we can actually start. Because I feel like if we were able to get past that shit, the first 3 episodes, by the time we got to my brunch and went to bed all that, by the next end of the season, instead of talking about a fight and all that shit for whatever the case may have you, we could have been working together. We could have been putting on events. We could have been doing other shit. But no, that's what they want to hold on to. And everybody trying to make it seem like, oh, well, like at the fight, they want to make it seem like it was one person and it should have been didn't know. Everybody wants to hold on to the same shit and nobody wants to move forward. So then things just become a big ass blown up pot. So we're gonna keep talking about it. It don't need to be. We're gonna keep talking about the same situation over and over again when we could talk about this.
And we're bored with it. Honestly. So let's talk about cigarette smoke gate. When Kendra came outside and she's like, so what happened? What? Y'all think it's what? And she's blowing the smoke in your face and we see that you're getting annoyed with the situation. What was going on in your head in that moment? I couldn't believe that you didn't pop off then and there.
I seen a lot of people say in the comments, oh, Troy's scary. Troy hushed up when she came around. No, let me tell y'all, I'm crazy. So with me, literally, I'm telling y'all, like, cancer and easy in my emotions, like, I literally just be like everywhere. So in that moment, I could have either went batshit crazy and been like, girl, I said da 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 da, or I could have just been like, huh. But I laughed about it and kept it pushing because at the end of the day, that wasn't necessary time for that. And at the end of the day, that still was my friend. So I didn't want to give her that kind of energy right then and there. But when we came, of course, once we got to where we got to, that's why the energy came out. Because it's like, okay, now I had already told you.
You're not my friend, so
I told you, don't come here with that. Prior to, I told you we were going to have this event. And I don't want it to be all of that. And you still came there with that.
So is the beef serious between you, Kendra, and Wayne? Or is it something that it happened, I don't give a fuck about it?
Yeah, I don't have a beef with Kendra. I don't have a beef with Dwayne.
Not Dwayne. His name Dwayne?
No. I said Dwayne.
Oh, Dwayne.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Dwayne.
Gotcha.
I don't have a problem with Dwayne. I just don't care for him.
Yeah.
Me and Kendra can be cool for the rest of eternity. If we can get past or whatever the situation was, we can get past it. But me and him, it's not even about the fight. It's just about I see through you. Because
you just can't. I want to talk a little bit about the fight, Troy. Let's get into it. It's your birthday. The gift came. The gift agitated a lot of the girls from Lauren. Do you feel like that was shade, or do you feel like that was
I don't want y'all to think that because Lauren sent that gift that's why the reason everybody got in a fight. That's not the tea, never was a tea, because she don't ruffle nobody feathers that much. Love you, girl, but she don't. Nick, go ahead, Cain.
So, you guys are there, you're at the party, you're feasting, you're eating. Was the energy off? Because you said, yeah, Kendra and Wayne was cute, but their energy was a bit off. But they said that your energy was off.
But now,
so what was that?
As you can see, well, y'all get the food. Like I said, everything unfolds in the season. Like literally everything unfolds. But however, I did speak on in that moment that, hey, before the camera started rolling, anybody that don't want to be here can leave. I spoke on that.
Period.
So
and that's Kendra's thing. Even at your Christmas gift, she knew everybody was going to be there. If you can't take it, don't come.
Don't come. But my thing, I reiterated, and maybe in her, but they didn't show that. I don't know if she thought that was going to be edited in there, but they didn't show that part in the episode. But however, I did. But I don't think the cameras were even rolling. I just simply came in and said, if y'all don't want to be here, y'all can leave. Just straight like that.
Just leave. It's my birthday.
Straight like that. It's my birthday. Just leave.
Period.
If y'all like that, don't be here. Because when she, like I said, when she came up the steps, you could see like she had this unit on her face. Like it was just like
ready for war.
Ready for war. Like you seen when she didn't speak to Oliver, but then when she sat down, she said she was a different Oliver. She was different Lauren and Q. So you
came here to be on.
So you came here ready to to turn up. But however,
it just happened.
It just happened.
So let me ask you this, Troy, because I went back and forth with this in my review. The actual fight, your own self, your actual frustration and why you began to fight, was it because y'all doing too much of my motherfucking birthday event? Or was you trying to protect Oliver? What was that?
It was a bit of both. And let me tell you.
Everybody says that.
Yeah, because let me tell you, the reason I battle with saying that is because a lot of things have been said online. A lot of things have been said after the episode came out. And then when I watched the uncut version, the expression that I saw from somebody that's supposed to be my friend get on camera and say, you know, that I'm pretty, I wasn't touched, but you could have been touched, but I pretty much stood up in the fight for you, so you didn't get touched, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it just kind of made me battle how I wanted to word that. But yes, being whole honestly, it was because I felt disrespected, and two, because in that moment I felt like you bullying a person that you know not really finna
not really about that life.
He's not really finna fight you. So it's just like, okay, like now you throwing something, like you know.
So the getting up, the throwing stuff, the picking up stuff, that was a lot for you.
You did it 3 times, and then it was like the last time you picked up the bowl, you threw it at him, it swung, like the plate, whatever it was, hit him, and at that moment it was just like,
y'all stop disrespecting me.
like, okay, now.
So were you defending Oliver, or do you feel like stop doing this stupid shit at my birthday party?
Both. It was a little bit of both.
So why do you feel like you owed Oliver that much loyalty or friendship?
Because my thing is, it could have been, like I said, and like even my best friend said, and he'll tell you this too, like
Debbie Marley with the baby face with the dreads, who was there fighting.
Like my friend said, he was like, friend, they don't understand. Like that could have been anybody. That could have been me. Like, why come to my friend's shit, and I know that how he is about his life. Birthdays are really 100% serious to me.
Yes.
I
don't think people understand that.
My birthday, my friend's birthday, none of that. Like you're not gonna come to my friend party and show out. You're not gonna come to my party and show out. Like none of that. I'm not gonna tolerate that.
Yeah.
Like that could have been my best friend party, and they came there, my best friend party,
it would still
been a problem because, girl, this is not about you today. Like, let this person, whoever it's about, enjoy their day, enjoy their time. Like, and tomorrow, you bitches can have beef. Okay. Tomorrow, you bitches can bump heads, do whatever. You can see this bitch out on the streets and slap this hoe. I wouldn't give a fuck. But here, not today.
So what is your take on you being involved in this fight? Was that you that gave Kendra the Monique and Candace treatment, grabbing the wig and pow. What happened, Troy? What happened in that moment?
And let me tell you, now I've heard all the time, a lot of people say they black out. Like I've been in a few fights in my life, but nothing like just a big old brawl like that. I've never been like,
that was a lot. It was a lot.
I was jumped before, but not. Who
jumped you?
Some trade niggas because they didn't really live for me back in the day.
Girl!
They always thought I was gay back in the day, so they jumped me.
My goodness, Troy!
Anyway,
yes,
but so that's why I don't mind brawling it out with a bunch of bitches because I'm there. But no, in that moment, I really experienced like being blacked out because I kept saying the whole time like I didn't hit Kendra, I know I didn't hit her. That's why I was trying not to really get into it with her because I know she's a woman. But in that moment when I threw my cup, it was just I was over. It was like, girl, sit down kind of thing. But it was just like.
So did you throw your cup at her?
Yeah, I threw my cup at her.
Because like shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it was like, girl, sit down.
And that's when Wayne got to know it. He came across the table.
He ran around the table. That's why I stepped out.
Gotcha, because bitch, you trying to come
now you come around the corner, and I don't know if you thought it was going to be like a moment of, oh, stop, like, yo, grab him. No. You threw your set up at me and you swung. Rico, that's why you seen Rico duck down and dodge, because baby, now you
it's on the popping.
Now you know, yeah, it was a wrap.
So in hindsight, nowadays, you know, we're in December 2020. How do you feel about the fight, the brawl, the whole situation?
Watching. Let me tell y'all something. And being candid, being honest with y'all.
Yeah, be very honest. This is your time. This is your chance.
This last week for me, the last 2 weeks of seeing that happen and unfold. Of course, it was negative, some negative comments, but everybody mostly was like coming, you know, being on my side, saying they understood. But just to see like how certain friends that's supposed to be friends reacted to the situation. Yeah. To see how how a lot of people were in certain comments, you know, agreeing with certain things. To also just to see myself act like that, knowing that that's not who I am. And a lot of people kept saying, you know, he needed his moment for the show. He needed his moment for TV. Let me tell you something. I'm a professional. Like, I go to work every day. Like, somebody could see that and potentially lose my job. So, like, I would never want that to be, like, the person that people think I am, because that's not me. But at the end of the day, you have to, like I said, sometimes you have to fight for your respect. You have to, like, get your respect, because at the end of the day, everybody can't act the same way they would act. Because what if I was Nikki at motherfucking Hopper's Bazaar and fucking Cardi B?
Or Cardi B.
I wouldn't, like, that's not cute.
Yeah.
Like, we're not in the place all the time. Everybody want to feel like, oh, well, she said she vowed that
The
she
moment
would do
is the
whatever. The
moment.
moment is the moment. No,
Yeah.
like this is not the moment for that. But and that's why I wanted her to understand. Like you can't because just like Nick and no shade because like you know Nicki my girl, but it's like no shade on Cardi B, but it's like girl, this the moment. Now you popping shit. Now I'm finna pop
You
my
ain't
shit.
did shit.
And you know I'm finna show you kind of
Right.
thing. So I feel like. It's been a real rough 2 weeks for me.
Yeah.
To see this all unfold. But at the end of the day, like I said, you know, you step in the heat comes with smoke, but when the smoke clears, you know,
it's a different story.
It's a different story. And you'll see that unfold. Like I'm never not apologetic. I'm always apologetic about things that I feel like I should be apologetic about. And a lot of people were like, you know, why are you not feeling this way or why are you not saying this? Because at the end of the day, I don't feel like I did anything wrong. If I feel like I did anything wrong in that moment, for defending myself and defending a friend, I would have been online that I'm so sorry, y'all. I would have put out a statement like I did for the reunion. I didn't do any of that because I feel like what I did was justified. And at the end of the day, I take stand in what I do if I feel like it was if what I did was for a purpose and it was for a purpose. It wasn't for me needing a moment for the show. It wasn't me trying to
I feel like you were fighting for your respect.
Yeah,
like I didn't know until the next episode to this last episode that you were actually trying to defend Oliver as well. I personally looked at it like, y'all here at my motherfucking party, chill the fuck out, bitch.
Right.
You know, so, you know, we're here for it, Troy, but honestly, but I want you to know, you're too cute to be getting your face scratched up, marked up. Like, one of them bitches with a black choke eye. You're too pretty for that, Troy. You can't be throwing bowls with these girls, especially when you don't have real life beef with them. I feel like let Oliver ass fight his own motherfucking battles. Because he talks a lot. He says what he wants to say. He's a bigger girl. Yeah. So he can battle his own battles. Don't you feel the same way?
I have definitely said, listen, I know now, from now on, if anything, if and I said this, you'll see. You know what kind of friends you have. You know what certain friends are for. You got friends you go to the club with. You got friends that you go to brunch with. You got friends that you go to the library with. You got friends that if you need to go outside and put on your tennis shoes that need to strap up, you got those kind of friends that you can do that with too. Let me tell you, most of my friends are all that in one, but you have some friends you have to select and drop in those little areas, and I know I just have to select and drop them.
Gotcha. So I want to talk a little bit about your friend with the dreads who was fighting, Debbie Marley. We love Debbie Marley. I hope you're here with your cute little baby face. What was your take when you saw your friend get that chair thrown at him?
Now, I don't if y'all see
because I didn't see you in that clip. I guess they had you in the back.
Well, no, you see the uncut episode. You'll see that when she threw the chair, I was running around the other side, but Cameron had grabbed me by my suit and pulled me back.
Not your suit. Not your birthday suit.
Like my button had caught in my suit by the time, but I was still sickening.
Yeah, you were cute. You definitely been serving the looks in confessionals and in scenes.
Let me tell you. I don't know if it was my birthday pictures when I had the suit on still. I literally took those pictures right after the fight. Mind you, me and my friend went home and got in front of the backdrop. I said, friend, here, get my camera and take me a few pictures real quick.
Oh my goodness. So was Debbie Marley okay with his dress and baby face?
He was okay. His face was definitely, it was like swollen for a few days. Because like he said, he didn't know, he thought somebody hit him, like punched him. He didn't know he got hit with a chair because when she hit it from the side.
He fell, right?
Yeah. But he ate, for him to
eat that shit.
He ate that shit up.
And grabbed the chair and was going to walk up. But I feel like he really could have hit her with the chair if he really wanted to.
But he was, like I said, he'll tell you this out of his mouth, like he really was respecting her as a woman.
And you can see that because when somebody grabbed the chair out of his hand, he was like, okay, I'm going to just let it. To me, it was like, I'm going to just let it be. But I could walk this hoe if I wanted to.
Yeah. Because let me tell you, my friend's strong as fuck. He wanted to get away from all them grabbing him, just like I was getting away from Cameron and all them. There was just a lot of them grabbing me. He could have got away. Period. He could have still got her because she was right there.
Period. So how long have you and Debbie Marley been besties?
We've been friends since 2012, since I was in my freshman year of college.
So he was before that as well?
Mm-hmm. We were roommates my freshman year, yeah.
So he used to date Montel or no?
No.
Just because that's what was told to me. So was him and Montel involved in a relationship? Situationship? What was it? Or is that a question for Debbie Marley?
That's a question for Debbie Marley.
Okay. Debbie Marley, if you're watching, I want you here with your dress and your baby face. Because I have questions.
You gotta ask Debbie that. Let me tell you.
I respect it.
I normally, any of these other bitches I'll put out, but my bestie, I can't do that.
I respect that.
That's my girl.
So this is my last question, and then we're gonna move on from the fight. What annoys you the most about the entire situation? Like, what is the top thing that you're just like, this is so irritating, I can't?
What annoyed me the most was just the back and forth. Like, I'm the type of person that's just like, you gonna fight?
Or no?
If not, okay, move on. Like, my thing is, that's what annoyed me. It was like the back and forth, the picking up, the pump faking, the blowing, the all this kind of stuff. It was just like, I'm flustered. It's becoming too much. Like, okay, now y'all really are overdoing it. And I feel like also what really annoyed me too, like even after seeing it, was the fact that, like I said, Oliver was just
sitting there like, oh, I'm pretty,
I'm pretty,
oh,
you know,
woulda, coulda, shoulda,
yeah,
and didn't do anything.
Didn't do anything.
Didn't even try to break it up.
Yeah, he didn't try to break it up.
So do you feel like that's a friend?
No. I feel like a friend will stand up for their
regardless.
Friend, regardless. Like I bet, and he likes to put like the people that he worked with. But hell, even Beyonce said in her motherfucking song, "By my friends, you might just catch these hands." Like, girl, everybody will get there at some point about somebody that they care about and that they love. Like,
if it's real.
If it's real. And let me tell you something. I bet people that he worked with, that could be Maddie, that could be anybody. And I bet if that was one of Maddie's sisters and they was right there with a bitch, Maddie always got her back. Maddie always got her little backs and her guns and shit in her purse. Girl, if you want it, you can get it. Like, girl, I'm not for the bitch. Just because I got a platform, just because I'm whatever, bitch, I will show you.
Period.
Bitch, just like Nikki get on her platforms and cuss these bitches out, bitch. I'll show you. I'll do what I gotta do to bitch. Probably, bitch. You can't. You're never too good to put a bitch in their place. You're never too good to. Okay, bitch. That's my friend to defend my friend when they're trying to defend me.
I love that. I love that, Troy. That's beautiful. So let's talk a little bit about Pop Trunk Gate. So you're outside. You're annoyed. You bitches are going to die. You bitches are going to die. Pop my trunk. Pop my trunk. And you pulled out, your tripod. Troy, we thought you were going to pull out a gun like Womack, but we want to know what made you pull out your motherfucking goddamn new tripod.
At that moment came, the cameras fuck that they rolling. All that, girl, I mean, you just hit my friend with the chain. I witnessed it, and they put in camera and drove me out the door. So, baby, let me tell you something. Now, at this point, all bets are off. So now it is what it is. These cameras can still be rolling, but girl, now I went from tag to Troy. Now I'm like, I'm Troyetta at this.
Yes, Troyetta. Troyetta Dupree.
Ready
to smack a bitch.
Listen, I'm now in this mode, so now it's like, girl, either y'all gonna let me get her, because if Rico would have grabbed in front of me, I don't know if you seen the bottle in my hand, but like,
I saw that.
It was ready. It was for that.
It was up
like,
there.
Girl, the window was finna bust. Like, girl, I'll bust up at the window. Like, let me tell y'all, I understand we're on a platform where we're trying to better ourselves, but girl,
that was a real moment.
That was a real moment, because let me tell you, if somebody you could have killed this boy. No lie, hitting him with a steel.
Did you know she hit him with a chair at that moment?
I'm telling you, I ran around to the
so you saw that?
Yeah, the camera had grabbed me.
Gotcha.
They had started dragging me out the door.
Gotcha. So you was already on go.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
But let me, like, you literally could have killed him. Like, he could have pressed charges on her.
I mean, I even said that in my review. When you start throwing shit and doing shit as that much, that's about a liability.
Yeah, that's a liability.
So what if Debbie Martin would have been like, fuck Chase Reality, I'm finna sue y'all? Then it's like, damn, bitch, you done did all this. Now it's a bigger situation.
So, like, at this point, I just felt like, and I haven't really spoke on that with her or to her about it, because I feel like it's a sensitive situation for me, because about my friend. This somebody that I live with. This somebody that I'm with 24/7. So like, you would have really hurt him. Damaged my friend. Like, damaged my friend for real. Yeah. Like, baby girl, it would have been a problem.
I feel you. So moving on, let's talk a little bit about Talk Live Tuesdays.
Let's talk about it.
So what inspired it? Where can we watch and follow you? Tell us about Talk Live Tuesdays with Tag.
Talk Live Tuesdays with Tag. Let me tell you. So I actually, like I said, I started doing lives last year. It was called Talk Live Tuesdays. And I actually would do it on Tuesdays at 10:00 p.m. And I would have somebody on live with me on Instagram, and I would just ask them questions about whatever they do, whatever. Yeah. And I would play like little games or whatever. So I was like, after a while, let me go to a studio. So I actually had a studio. Excuse me. I had actually got to the studio. When I got to the studio, was still on IG Live.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I still wanted to be something more. Like, I didn't like how
a little bit more.
I didn't like how the camera looked. I didn't like
Yeah,
how the
you wanted
lighting
very
looked.
professional.
I wanted it very professional. Like, give me 3 lights, give me 3 cameras.
Yes.
Give me somebody behind
Give
the
me
scenes
some
that can record
editing.
me. Yeah, give me
Yeah.
you know, all that.
All that.
So I went searching for studios, which you see on the show. And I chose the studio that I want to go to. And I started emailing guests. And once I emailed those people, like, hey, I want you on my show, whatever. And, you know, I got Super Dope Q. I had him on the show, like my second episode.
Is that the one from Black and Crew?
Black and Crew.
Yeah. And then you had Hair Physician.
Hair Physician on there.
Is that your ex or is that just your
friend? That's my best. Like,
okay.
Me and Mitch are like really, really close friends.
His
like,
name is Major?
Mitch.
That's cute.
Me and his, like, I called his mom, like, we're like really, really close. Like, that's my brother, literally.
So who were you in a relationship with for a long time and you're like, I'm totally torn apart, we just broke up? Who is that?
Well, I was in a relationship with this guy I was in college with. We were in a relationship for 3 years.
Is that the guy we saw you on season 3 that you brought to the Christmas event?
Oh,
okay. Oh.
So
you said you were heartbroken.
Yeah, I was. Like,
are you over it?
I'm over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely in a new space.
Are you single now?
I am single, but I am definitely in the dating. I wouldn't even say I'm in the dating pool. I am dating, talking, vibing to someone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
Well, you know, I'm sure he'll enjoy that BAD.
How you know I ain't out here giving that WAP?
Oh! Troy got that WAP and that BAD. Pure. We love a fat ass here at the King Can't Wait TV. I'm here for the dudes with a big ass dick, BAD. Troy seems to have both. He's dead now. But we're here for it, Troy. And you know, you said you were heartbroken, but honestly, I wanted to let you know, like, don't be heartbroken over these niggas. Continue to move forward and know who you are. And if a nigga don't want to get in line, then you move on.
And you'll see, and I won't give you too much, but there's an episode coming up, and you'll see a lot dealing with that. Like, it's
a more personal side of you? That's where I'm waiting on.
You'll see a more personal side of me because some things you just don't know how to get over. You don't know how to move past because it's like a part of your life. Like, this is somebody I thought that I wanted to be with and wanted to, you know, marry and whatever. But if somebody tells you that, you know, even in the midst of y'all having arguments or something, they tell you that they're just young and they want to live their life, after 3 years of being with you, let them live their life.
I'm gonna let you live your life.
Let them live their life. You can chase them for a little while after that. You can do
gotta
whatever. But get to a space where you can let them go. When you let them go, like, you will literally be in probably one of your best places ever in life.
So are we gonna see you like mend fences with Lauren? I know that you guys have a little awkward situation that's going on the show. Are we gonna see you guys move forward possibly?
Tune in Wednesday at 8:00 p.m.
Chasing reality. So we may see that.
You will definitely
a nice little conversation.
You will definitely catch us on episode
moving forward. Okay, nice. So let's talk a little bit about Neek Neek. You did shout out Neek Neek earlier. So let's talk about a little bit about your freaking frack situation that you guys have going on. We love it. What is that about? Like, what is it about Dominique that you feel like this is my bitch, this is somebody I relate to, etc.?
Well, when I first met Dominique, when he came to Oliver's house and we had the little brunch.
The brunch when he called Lauren.
Yeah, he called Lauren. Yeah,
and you guys.
Yeah. Child. But when I met him there, I just loved his energy. Like him.
That was your first time meeting him?
That was my first time meeting him.
Oh wow.
But him and Rico.
Oh wow.
But both of their energies was really, really good. But Rico is the kind of, like I said, I had, you know, thought Rico was really handsome. Yes. In that moment. But me, like for Dominique, I felt like just his energy and his spirit, like how he was, like I said, I'm a Cancer, so I'm an empath. Like I can feel like people who are genuine and like people who really are coming there for a good purpose, whatever. Yes. That's why I try to see the good in Oliver because I know it's good in him in some way. But he just blocks it out with everything else that he does. But with Dominique, like he's been real since day one. Like he has not switched up on me. He's been real. Like after the fight, he let me know what is something I did wrong, what I said, something I said was wrong. You know, he let me know like he's really a real friend. He's supportive. Like I don't have to ask him to post anything on his story. I don't have to ask him. He's gonna always do it automatically. I don't have to ask him if I call him and say, hey, I need to vent. Like it's not like he's gonna hang up on me and vice versa. Like it's girl, I'm sitting here to listen to you. Like he's been a genuine friend to me 100%. And like
that's what's up.
I can't ask for that. Like I told him when we had a conversation on the phone, we text all the time, and I always send sentimental text messages. I'm a Cancer, and I like to just, let people know how I feel. Let me reassure
Very emotional.
Let me reassure you that you're my sister.
Yes,
Let me reassure you that you're my sister. So I want you to know, like, girl, if it wasn't for you on this season, I probably wouldn't have been able to get through because I feel like
it's been a lot.
It's been a lot, but you've really been here by my side
For
this whole
you.
time,
Aww.
helping me through this. So like we encourage each other. So sometimes he want to go off and eat these bitches up and do it. I'm like, girl, calm down, don't get into it right now. Yeah. Sometimes I be want to get online and be like, girl, I'm finna come kill all you bitches and beat you bitches up.
Because you can.
I say, nah. But guess what? He be like, girl, calm down, don't give it to him right now.
I love it.
So we're like we're like hot ice and fire, like.
Yes, Phaedra and
Portia. Like, girl, sometimes Dominique is Phaedra and I'm Portia. Sometimes
it's a reverse.
It's a reverse.
I get
girl,
it.
We gotta stand up for each other.
I get it. I love it. So again, can you let my CAINIACs know where we can follow you and find your Talk About Tuesdays?
Yes. Follow me on Touch by Tag at Instagram and on the Boom Network for Talk Live Tuesdays on YouTube. Listen, I have a new episode coming out very soon. I'm gonna go record the interview next week.
So you record and then you post them on your channel.
I record them and then I post them on my channel. It's Talk Live Tuesday because like it's live with me, but also in the comments you're able to talk live just like you do on like here
Chasing
stuff
Reality.
like that, Chasing Reality, stuff like that. So and I'm also in the comments going back and forth with you guys.
Love it. I also want to let you know, Troy, don't be moved or bothered by the comments that people post on Chasing Reality on the live episode and just in the comments on the episode, period. As long as you know who you are, my nigga, you just have to continue to move forward. So don't be misconstrued or swayed by people comments. Because like I told Dominique yesterday, a lot of people see that one comment and everybody bandwagons off that comment and just keep coming and coming and coming. So don't be bothered by the comments and continue to do what you want to do.
Definitely not. Last season I was, but this season it's like I said, I've come more into myself. So like nothing a bitch can say about me that I don't know, and nothing a bitch can say about me that's gonna trigger me. Yeah, I go back and forth with some people sometimes, but it's like ha, girl.
It's human nature.
It's like it's human nature, and it's like also, girl, you think you bothering me, but now I'm bothering you. Now I'm getting under your skin.
Yes.
Now you really mad, and I'm over here laughing. Me and my friends peeking.
Yes.
Because then everybody else over here, because I always have it's like a party on Wednesdays. My friends come to my house and we sit there in our phones and we watch the show. We watch it. So
bitch, you need to invite me. I want to come over. I want to cuddle with Debbie Marley.
I'm dead. Oh.
Baby. So I can't and I won't. It's all gone, bitch. So we're moving on to we're gonna play a game in just a moment, but I want to know who's the most boring to you on this season.
The most boring to me.
Who's not bringing it? Who's just girl? Bye.
Everybody. You know what? I ain't gonna address that because I know they say, "Oh, you talk about Travis."
Okay. You feel like he's the most boring, not bringing anything?
Yeah. What episodes have you seen him in besides episodes that he's in with other people?
So, is there anyone from prior seasons of Chasing Atlanta that you wish would have been around you girls that like, I wish you were here? I know you said Gardini, and I know you said, did you say Devon? Is there anyone else or that was it?
To come around this group this year, I would definitely bring Montel back. And then I would also bring back, Sky. I think Sky would be an audition, but I just feel like I want everybody to be. I feel like this season, no lie though, we actually everybody on this season, including Kendra.
Not including Kendra. What about it?
They're all showing something that they're
That's
doing.
true.
They're all working.
Yes.
Everybody's working. And everybody's showing something that they're doing. Regardless if you see one episode
of
them doing it, you've seen them doing something. Regardless
and that's what I love because I was waiting on that. I was like, okay, so we're going to see what is Troy doing? What is that? So when we saw you at your studio, I was like, okay, good. And then you said there's something else to come.
It's so much more to come. Like it's not done. We're not done. We're not done.
So we're going to play a game, Troy. First of all, thank you so much for coming here to the King K Way TV. I appreciate it. I know you have your own platform, Talk Like Tuesdays. Hopefully you can bring the girl on because
let me tell you,
and interview me because I have a lot to say as well.
We're okay, because we're terrible. Listen, but no, I definitely let me tell you this year because after the season ends, I have a really special episode that I'm gonna do after the season ends.
Oh.
That I'm gonna do. So look forward to that. But once I do that, I'm gonna step back for like a month.
Okay.
And me and my team are gonna get together. We're gonna watch all the episodes again.
And
we're gonna
revamp
it real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And when I come back in March and I'm gonna send out emails the whole month of February about who I want to line up with.
Mm-hmm.
And baby, once I get those interviews set up in those days, you better watch out.
So y'all make sure y'all subscribe to, what's the name of your network?
The Boom Network.
THEBOOM
Network.
Network.
The Boom
One word
Network.
all together on YouTube.
No, separate.
Separate.
The Boom Network.
The Boom Network.
Mm-hmm.
The Boom Network.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you guys follow, subscribe, like, share, and follow Troyetta. The queen, the new queen, honey. We're gagging.
One thing about it, the girls, that's why the girls mad, because they ain't really getting out of shine. The girls talk about everybody else except them.
I just think that there's a new dawn, and there's a new light, and there's a new visibility over there at Chasing Reality, specifically Chasing Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And the new girls are definitely pushing through.
Yeah.
And it's either the old girls are going to bow out gracefully, or you're going to be forced out by the new energy.
Yeah.
So it's either you get with it or get lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True thing.
So thank you for coming, Troy.
No.
Oh, Troy is so cute.
Yeah. What's the game? We got to play.
So yeah, we're definitely going to play this game. So the game we're going to play is, I'm going to say a name of one of your castmates, and you give me one word that describes them or one word on how you may feel about them. And then we'll be wrapped. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
You're ready. Send I'm ready. The first person I want to start with is Q.
Oh God. Real.
Okay? Rico.
Handsome.
Dominique.
Boss ass bitch.
Boss ass
bitch.
Beautiful.
Boss bitch. All that. He all that. I give him 3 words. Cause he all
Period.
3 stars. 5 stars.
Travis.
Next.
Wayne the Pain.
Leech.
Ooh. Lauren.
Dramatic.
Cameron. Ooh.
Oh, I'm trying to think of a word for Cameron. Can it be a person?
Yeah.
Sheree.
Ooh. Bone carrying.
Yes.
Love it. And last but not least, Olivia Twist.
Victim.
Oh, nice. So we're here at the end of our interview, Troy. Thank you so much for being here at the King Can't Wait TV. Is there anything you want to say to my CAINIACs, anything you want them to know, or anybody you want to shout out?
Listen, so I want to shout out, of course, the Chasing Reality brand. Let me tell you something. Being on this show has really brought me into being a person that I never thought I would be. So I just want to give all props to Andario and for what he's doing, because he has built a platform for LGBTQ people to come and show themselves. And we have 100,000+ viewers watching us every week. So I just want to say I'm grateful for that and shout them out. Also, I want to shout out Talk Live Tuesdays. Make sure you tune in and make sure you go watch all the latest episodes on the Boom Network on YouTube. And also make sure you follow me on Instagram at @TouchedByTag. And listen, you already know, like I said, I'm here to stay. These girls can't make me go away. Let me tell you what Nikki said. They sit around, they try to figure out, what can we do to get rid of this bitch? I'm not going nowhere.
I'm still here.
I'm not going nowhere.
So either you get in line or you
lost.
dismiss your goddamn self.
Period.
So that's my interview with Troy. I loved having Troy here. Also, guys, be sure to support LW Cuts. I'm wearing this shirt for promotion. I did a interview with him earlier. He has his own barbershop out there in College Park. So make sure you guys, Devon is here. He said, hey.
Hi, Devon.
So make sure you guys are here. Devon, Troy showed you so much love, so I hope that you go back and watch this interview because it was quite gagful. Again, subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video,
and I
let all your bitches
Wait
know.
TV shirt.
Oh, I got you.
Period.
I got you. But Troy, when you come back in March, I need to be a guest on Talk Live Tuesdays.
I got you. You will get an email.
An email. Beautiful.
You will get your email.
Awesome. So again, guys, we love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Follow Troy, subscribe to Troy, watch Chasing Atlanta because we're not done with Troy,
We're
okay?
not done. Let me tell you, you got about 7 more episodes.
Oh. So we have a 4-pack season.
Yeah, you have a full pack. I'm honestly, maybe about 5, 4.
Okay.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Well, we're gagging
Yeah,
and we're here for
yeah,
it.
you come.
So make sure you guys subscribe, watch, and tune in. We love you guys. We're out of here. I gotta pee. Peace.
Pure.
Bye. Pure.